Welcome everybody, my name is Simon Sharp. I'm from Silent Power, a Swiss company. Thank you for having us here. I guess we all agree that we use too much fossil resources and that we should switch to more renewable energy sources. We believe that storage and logistics is a key to solving the problems of the production and consumption that are not in sync with renewable resources. So we at Silent Power believe that the solution is the power-to-methanol approach, and with this it's possible to, with surplus energy from renewable sources, water and carbon dioxide, synthesize methanol. If you take the carbon dioxide from sources like waste, biomass, or even the atmosphere directly, you can close the carbon cycle and have a sustainable energy cycle. So methanol at ambient air temperature and pressure is a liquid that doesn't need more pressure or freezing, and it can be stored for a very long time without losses. It fits into the actual liquid fuel infrastructure, and it's actually environmentally friendly, as it is an alcohol. In case of a spill, it would mix with water and it evaporates quickly, and there are many bacteria who can decompose it. So Silent Power is contributing to a possible methanol economy with our mini power plant that's called Econimo. It produces 25 kilowatt of power, 70 kilowatt of heat, and 20 kilowatt of cold, at an overall efficiency of more than 95%. It does not emit soot, it does not emit unburned hydrocarbons, it does not emit sulfur dioxide, and hardly any nitrogen oxides, and hardly any carbon monoxide. It actually improves air quality, and it does not therefore need a particle filter, it does not need a catalytic filter, and it does not need lubricating oil. It's actually low maintenance. So this device is meant to power or warm bigger buildings like schools, hotels, office buildings. And to give you an idea of the potential market, the heating oil in Switzerland alone amounts to 1.8 billion pounds per year. So we're going to market directly, talking to potential clients. We've been to 2 trade fairs so far, and we've been covered in the media. We have 2 pilots running. We have won 3 awards so far. We reached 10 agreements in this year, and we have 2 partner companies buying energy. The business case per device looks as follows. We want to sell, that's all messed up a bit, but yeah, you'll understand it anyway. We want to sell the performance of the machine, so power, heat, and cold. And we want to supply the methanol, so that users don't have any heavy upfront investments. We calculate with about 3,000 hours of running time per year, and after paying for the methanol, there would be a profit of about £13,000 per year. If you discount that with a bit more than 7% over 15 years, you'd have about £123,000. And the cost per unit of installing it and running it is £120,000. It's very comparable to a heat pump, and therefore you'd have a positive MPV. We're aiming at profitability in 2021 and at a subsequent IPO. So let me quickly introduce you to the team. Our founder, Professor Weidmann, is an engineer who's worked with UBS and Credit Suisse. And we have a CSO, our chief scientist. He's worked with Spectrasays and Huber and Zuner, Mr. Holzner. Then there is the engineer, Mr. Strasser, who is our COO. He's worked, among others, with ABB, Daimler-Benz, constructing rail engines. The team has grown to about 14 full-time equivalents so far, and we have a very senior board with, among them, Mr. Escher and Walter Grübler, who was the CEO and president of Sika. And our status is that 15 investors so far enabled this £8.8 million project, and we're earning money selling power, heat, and cold. We've established a relationship to our preferred contract manufacturers, so it's really about setting up and producing the first series now. We're looking for an active partner who can provide also knowledge specifically towards the IPO. We're actually asking for the setting up and running the first 100 units would mean that we ask for about 12.8 million pounds. So thank you very much for your attention, and please find me afterwards.